This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Charlie Jones now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 37 yards. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A run on 1st and goal. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now Brown. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back in Philly in a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
3rd and 5. Jackson looking to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Goedert, working the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Second and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now Jackson. That's to the right side. Caught by Goedert. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bengals offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow now. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Tyreek now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Jackson. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
2nd down, Jackson. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's caught Saquon Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Jackson up top again. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Again, it's Jackson. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
11 yards on the pass there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's got a man. It's C.D. Lamb. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Play action now. Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles extend their lead to 10-6. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Here's Jackson. And he finds Tyreek. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. That's taken in right side by Goddard.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and short, Jackson. They're called in at the 2. And they'll stop them just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also
a second effort, and he is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 12 yards on that hookup. And the Bengals going to have a first down. To throw is Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
How often do we hear, Mike, when a team is trailing by 8, everyone says, well, it's still a one-possession ball game. Yeah, but that's only if you can convert the 2-point try, which is kind of 50-50. So they got to stay aggressive, knowing they still need a 2-point conversion if they want to tie this thing up.
Now 2nd and inches. Throwing is Burrow. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Burrow to throw. He's got it at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you can rush the passer, you can close out games, and that 3rd down sack is going to go a long way to closing this one out. Forces 4th and long, a desperate offensive possession. It's going to all come down to this 4th down try.
Here we go. The noise is deafening. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much, and that should wrap this one up. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly. Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Detroit.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A quick slant taken by Chase. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4th down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Play action now. It's Burrow. It is 3rd and 10. Burrow. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. He's going to run it, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Chase. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense going to get it one final time in this first half, and nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Burrow now. The ball comes out. The Lions have got it. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. And And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Third and 6. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Detroit.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one caught by Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a big play there for the Lions. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get this past the 25, Out to the 27. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Burrow. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow working in the pistol. He's got the hookup to C.J. Uzomah. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit every possession.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
That's caught left side by Goddard. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Tyreek now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A tight end in motion now. Once again, it's Gibbs. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd down. Burrow to throw. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running from Ford Field. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Completes this one to Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Second down now, 7 to go. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Third down, it's Mahomes. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Into traffic, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
Can I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Mecole Hardman now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
And the first down, Chiefs.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Burrow to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw again, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll run Pacheco. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Burrow out of the shotgun. He's on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Laporta with the grab. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He finds Laporta. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Another throw for Mahomes. Got his target. It's Hill. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Back to the air, Mahomes. Into the hands of Gibbs. Running in the red zone. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Pass it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now it's second and goal from the 1. Gibbs goes up and over for the touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? Yep. No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want-to run it right down their throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Burrow from the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs getting out there on offense one last time in this opening half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts and a little time left, too, so points very much still in play here before the half. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Pacheco hauls it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Burrow back to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Dump off caught by his back. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I can just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Lions getting one more series here before halftime. And they may not be able to take a knee safely this close to the goal line. Might need to run a play to end this half. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They're out and set. 1st and 10. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 11. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, Burrow. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Lions will go on offense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds Laporta. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. To the air, Mahomes completes this one to Hill. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action, Mahomes. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. So we're through 3 here. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. They'll come up 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. Broke through the tackle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He brings it in.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. A very short kick here from the right hash.
Okay, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Offense heading now for the Chiefs. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Butker on now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Laporta with the grab. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Pass complete to Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Here he is to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Chiefs take possession in the shadow of their own end zone. They're at the 4-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you can feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right back to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Hardman with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Burrow out of the shotgun. Kelsey makes the catch. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
First down, Burrow to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw, Burrow. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs go up by 6. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They've got first down from the 31. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Oh, big interception here. That's Justin Simmons. And the Chiefs will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.